But the truth is, if your greatest fear is to be different, and that's everyone's greatest fear, what does that mean? It means you're the same. Change your words, change your language, change your pictures, let in praise. The truth is, you are enough. You always have been. You certainly always will be. The presenting problem is not the problem. Here am I, and I'm addicted to sugar. Here am I, I'm a drug addict. I'm an alcoholic. You need to look for what lies beneath. And we teach all of our graduates to look for what lies beneath and treat that. Because if you treat alcoholism, okay, you came in, you're alcoholic, I fixed that. But now they still have the same feeling that made them drink, which is almost always, I'm not enough. And if I'm not enough, I need more. I need more alcohol, more drugs, more food, more sex, more shopping, more something, more praise. And when you treat the I am not enough and I am enough, all the offshoots of I'm not enough, the hoarding, the shopping, the binging, go away anyway. So I'm always looking at what lies beneath. Here comes a person saying, you know, I can't find love, I need to lose weight, or I need to do something, I need to change how I look. And usually that's not the problem. Here comes someone that says, I've got all these self-destructive habits and I sabotage myself. Can you just fix that? Well, I could. But why do you sabotage yourself? And then when you peel away the layers, up comes the truth. I feel not good enough. I'm so scared of failing. But if I sabotage myself, I can say, you know what, I coulda, woulda, shoulda. But you see, I had this sabotaging. I was always 30 pounds over. I had this drinking problem. And that's why I could never find love or be a success. But what lies beneath is the real truth. I'm unlovable. I'm not enough. And that's why I can never find love or be a success. But let me just find something to blame it on, and it's a little less painful. The real, what lies beneath is I'm not worthy. I'm not enough. I'm not lovable. So I always treat what lies beneath, because when you do that, you fix someone forever. And it's so nice. And not only that, those people become better parents, better partners, better friends, better employees, better employers. So it has a really lovely ripple effect.
Yeah, I love that. Talk to me about RTT. Break that down for me and how people can use it for themselves.
Yeah, so when I became a therapist, I've always challenged other people's beliefs, and I just didn't understand how therapy should be so long. I looked at other treatments, thought no one said to the dentist, hey, my tooth aches, can I discuss it for a year? I seem to have cracked my knee, I'm in terrible pain. Could I come and discuss that for a whole year? So I always wanted to find a technique which could dismantle pain, not just physical pain, the emotional pain, because that's pain too, the mental pain, the pain of having something like anxiety or panic attacks or depression. And I realized that I could do that very fast if I treat what lies beneath. And therapy isn't wrong, but I looked at it and thought, how could I simplify this? Because what people want is to get out of pain fast. So I thought, how could I get people out of pain fast? But it also has to be permanent. And I tell all my grads, there's only 3 things wrong with everyone in the world. I mean, once you're not going through hunger and poverty in a modern place like America, like England, like France, like Sweden, when you're not starving and you have shelter, there's only 3 things wrong with anyone, including you and me. The first one is, I'm not enough. And if I'm not enough, I can't get enough. I need more praise, more something. And so many addictions, in fact, almost all of them are run by not enough. The second thing wrong with people is, I'm different, so I can't connect. See, when we lived in a tribe, we never felt different. So, oh, that's my great aunt, that's my cousin, we look the same. We didn't have that difference. But we've also known that the runt of the litter, or the albino, always suffered because they were different. And now we live in multicultural worlds, so it's very easy to think, no, I feel different, I'm not the same. But the truth is, if your greatest fear is to be different, and that's everyone's greatest fear, what does that mean? It means you're the same. You're the same as everyone. And so many children need to be told, you're the same, you're unique, but you're the same as it. Nobody is better than you. You're the same. And then the third thing is a very interesting one, which is I want something and I'm going to pursue it, but I know it's not available. I want love. My dad left where I was born, so I'm unlovable. I want health, but my whole family have got the depressed gene or the alcoholic gene. I want money, but I never went to college and no one in my family has money. My dad's gone bankrupt 3 times. So it's like running with someone holding a big elastic band around you. It's not available. And so when you can fix those 3 things, you are the same and therefore you can connect. You are enough, and what you want wants you and is available to you. You actually fix every single problem people have. Everything is fixed by identifying and fixing those 3 things. And that's one of the cores of our TT, is that let's shortcut, let's fix what lies beneath. It's only those 3 things. Let's give you the power to feel good about yourself, to think about what do you need to hear. Well, put those words into yourself. Forgive yourself. Fall in love with yourself. Don't think, well, when I have love, I'll be happy. And then, well, I need a baby now. I need something else. Because our potential expands as we move towards it. So nobody can know what their potential is. But you have to keep going into expansion yourself. And when you move your mind to new dimensions, it never moves back. But it goes back again. You have to do it yourself. You can't give someone else the agency to make you feel good about you.
I love that. Where does role, function, and purpose fit into RTT? How can we use that?
Role, function, and purpose is actually, even with tiny children, it's really talking about what is the role of this illness. You've had it for years. It doesn't appear to want to go away. It keeps coming back. Obviously, there's some reason why it's there. Every time I had to go to my dad's for the weekend, I didn't like him. I got these terrible migraines until I couldn't go. My parents expected me to be so good at exams, and then I got these terrible panic attacks, couldn't go to school anymore. No one expected me to pass the exam. So now they're beginning to see that their issue had a role and a function and an intention. They had a job. And you go, okay, so we had a girl who had such bad migraines that began when her father began to tell her job was to take over the family law firm. She said, I don't want to be a lawyer. Well, you must be. I paid for your education. You're my only child. If I had a son, he would have done it. Oh, now I've got to be a lawyer. But when she started to get chronic migraines, but you'd be lucky if you'd be a waitress. You couldn't possibly be a lawyer. It's like, oh, got out of that. And even tiny children. I worked with this little boy who had contact dermatitis everywhere. Well, every night I stand like that and Mummy puts bandages, cream and wet bandages on my body, and while she's putting them on, it takes so long, doesn't put any cream on that baby. So now you unpick that. He doesn't want to put cream on the baby, he wanted to put cream on him. It doesn't take a genius to work out that at some stage he said, Mummy, can I have a massage? No, it's just for the baby. Mummy, can you put cream in? No, you're grown up. And he thought a thought. I want Mummy to put cream on me. And here's the thing. Your mind is the genie. Your wish is its command. I want Mummy to put cream on me. The genie's like, I do that. Now you've got dermatitis. Mummy's putting lots of cream on you. Maybe you've got psoriasis. And the genie doesn't think, shall I find a good way, a logic? It just finds a way. But then you just have to talk to the genie better, and it will find a better way.
Yeah, God, I love the way you think. I love the way you break it down. In just me researching you, so this is the second time that we've done an interview together. Well, third time really, because you interviewed me.
Yeah, I did.
And in diving deep into you this time, as I was listening to you talking about these different things, I had a realization. I'm like, I've been in this space for years, and I only had a realization because you breaking it down like that. I started to really think about myself, and I was just reflecting, okay, what does this mean? I used to get bullied for my looks when I was a teenager. And so I've definitely attached worthiness to looks. But it never occurred to me until I was hearing you talk about really young kids. When I was really young, I was so freaking cute. And and people used to say, you get away with murder.
Yeah.
You want to talk about words? growing up literally from the age of like 3 to the age of like probably 6, I was told every day, you're so cute, you're gonna get away with murder, you're so cheeky, I could do naughty things. And my mom, oh, she's so cheeky. And then at the age of 6, I started to change. I then hit puberty. I started getting the frizzy hair. I started getting the moustache. I started getting the unibrow, and everything went away. And not only was I not getting any attention, I was getting the opposite.
Yeah.
And so as I was hearing you talking and breaking things down from how things go from even just like a real young child to your teenage years to your adult years, I've carried that with me in the attachment of your looks will then equate to worth. And if you don't have the looks, then you're not worthy. And it wasn't until the last, you know, let's say 5 years that I've done my own mental work and everything that you're saying to change that. But it never dawned on me that I had the 2 flips from the kid to the teenage years.
If you're lacking confidence in any area of your life, that may be in your career, that you can't sell, or you can't pitch, or you can't speak, or you're not very good at going for an interview. It may be that you can't go for a promotion, or in your job you're not able to speak up and share your ideas. It may be in your professional life that you're not attracting the kind of person you'd like to share your life with because you don't feel good enough. Maybe even in your area of your health, you don't go to the gym because you don't feel you're good enough to go to the gym. You don't ask for particular foods because you haven't got the confidence to go, I don't eat pizza or fries. So whatever it is in your life that you want, when you work on your confidence, everything starts to fall into place. So I have some patients who are very confident at work, but terrible in relationships because they can put on an act and work, but they don't feel lovable. I have other people who have a nice relationship, but a terrible career because they can't get promoted. I have other clients who seem to be quite arrogant, but they're really convincing everyone else that they're worth it because they don't actually believe it. So the most important thing to do is to work on your confidence. And the way you build your confidence is by liking yourself. So I want you to imagine right now, if you really, really liked yourself, how different would your life be? Just close your eyes and imagine if you liked you. If you got on and thought you were great, how different would your life be? And when I had a young child and was a parent of a young child, I would encourage my child every day to go, I like myself, I like myself. I'd focus on things she was good at. I never told her she was good at everything, but I wanted her to feel that she liked herself. When she came in with a summer dress and a pair of winter boots and go, what do I look like? I go, what do you think you look like? Because even at an early age, I was trying to teach her that what you think about you matters more than what other people think about you. And here's what we often do. We try so hard to make people like us. We have something on our head that goes, please like me. And that behavior doesn't make people like you. It makes them take you for granted. It makes them bully you. And we often send children out into the world trying so hard to make people like them because they believe, if everyone else likes me, I'm okay. I see that with young women and young men just new to the dating scene, trying so hard to please the person they're dating. And actually it doesn't work. What works is going through life with something in your head that says, I really like me, and if you like me too, that's great. But if you don't, I can live with that too, because I like me. So I'm going to give you one of my best-selling CDs, which is called Confidence and Self-Esteem, and it explains to you how to like yourself. In fact, actually it hypnotizes you. There's no work for you to do. You simply put it on, you listen to it, and it begins to fire in you really high self-esteem. Because you know what? Every baby on the world is born loaded with self-esteem. No baby, when they're being pushed down the street in their stroller, goes, oh, don't look at me, I'm having a bad hair day, or I've just been sick on my little romper suit, or I've got really fat legs. Babies' first experience on the planet is being looked at. When you're born, the doctor, the nurse, the midwife look at you. Family come to visit you. You get your picture taken, people show you off, and babies don't avert their eyes when you take their picture. When I used to push my little girl down the street, people would look in her pram and go, oh my God, she's so gorgeous. She never looked away. She kicked her little legs. She gave a big gummy smile because she knew that she was gorgeous too. And if you ever doubt that children like attention, go to a park, go to a swimming pool, and you hear every child going, Mummy, Mummy, look at me on the swing. Daddy, watch me on the slide. Mummy, Mummy, watch me jump in the water, watch me swim, watch me jump. Because children have this belief that I'm worthy of attention and I like it and I can ask for it and I'll get it. And then you have to ask, well, where does that go? Well, it goes very fast. You know, if I said to my little girl at 2, sing me, Mummy a song, she would sing. If I said to her at 14, sing me a song, she'd roll her eyes and go, oh my God, you're so embarrassing, and walk out of the room. Because at a very early age, we acquire a fear of being judged. It's what is called performance anxiety. What if I sing and someone laughs at me? What if I read in class and I get it wrong? What if I stand up to speak and I don't know what to say? And performance anxiety can be so intense that it makes us stop performing. But people who perform really well like themselves. They go, well, I'll see what happens, and I'll sing, I'll dance, I'll act. I mean, some people can't even dance at a party in case everyone's looking at them and judging them badly. Some of my clients won't even go to yoga in case they can't hold the poses like everyone else. And believe me, we're all so busy worrying about ourselves. We don't have time to look at you and comment on your yoga position or how you're dancing at a party. And we kind of like people who don't care, who just let go and have a good time. So the thing you need to have phenomenal confidence really are 2 things. Stop judging yourself and be nice to yourself. You see, the only person in the world who is judging you is you. No one else is going, oh, look at you and look at what you're doing and that's wrong. And if there is anyone in your life doing that, if anyone in your life is judging you, they are unhappy, because critical people have the most criticism reserved for themselves. They express outwards their own dissatisfaction. Happy people go, I love seeing someone fat at the swimming pool having a great time. I love the fact that they're so happy and uninhibited. Happy people go, I love hearing children dancing and laughing and making a noise because they're happy. So critical people have the most criticism reserved for themselves. They express outwardly their own dissatisfaction. Unhappy people criticize. Happy people praise. So here's some things I want you to start doing today, right now, that will build your self-esteem super fast. The number one thing is to praise yourself. There is nothing that will build your self-esteem like praise, but your praise. If you have a shop assistant who says, oh, you look really great in the outfit, yeah, it suits you, you must buy it. They have an agenda. If your boss says you're amazing at your job, but I need to give you work to do over the weekend, they have an agenda. Someone dating you might have an agenda, and your mind knows it. But when you say, I'm great at my job, I'm smart, I'm kind, I'm nice, people like me, there is no agenda. Unfortunately, when you go, I'm rubbish at my job, I'm boring, I always mess up and I have no friends, your mind lets that in too, because your mind doesn't really care if what you say is right or wrong, good or bad, healthy or unhealthy. Let me prove that to you. I want you to put your hand in front of your face like that. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to imagine you have a big, fat, juicy lemon. And I want you to breathe in that wonderful lemon smell and just squeeze it a bit and feel that wonderful lemon texture, because nothing quite smells like a lemon. So still really believing you have half a lemon in your hand, open your mouth, shove that lemon in there, cram that half a lemon into your mouth and start chewing and sucking and biting and swallowing the flesh. Keep sucking all that lemon flesh into your mouth. Bite it, chew it, suck out the juice. And you will notice that what is happening is your body is responding to a thought as if it's a fact. Your body is responding to the image and thought of eating a lemon as if you are actually eating a lemon, and it's making a saliva, because thoughts are things. And every thought you have has a physical reaction in your body and an emotional response to. When you think, I don't have friends, I can't talk to people, I can't take things back to a store, I can't ask for special treatment, I don't know how to talk to people, then your mind accepts that as a fact, just like the lemon. But when you say, oh, I can talk to anyone, I'm an interesting person, I'm warm and friendly, people like me, and I can make eye contact, I'm good at my job, I can ask someone out on a date, I can tell the person I'm involved with what I need, your mind accepts that too. And someone recently said they keep a lemon on their desk now and look at it every day. I'm sure they change it every month, because that lemon reminds them every day that they are responsible for what they think and feel. And you know, responsibility, that word means an ability to respond. We like people who say, I've got something to offer the world. And people are very reassured by confidence. You know, we're all scared that we're going to come across as arrogant, but if you're on a flight and you hit turbulence, you want a confident pilot. If you're sick, wouldn't you like a really confident doctor? Go, oh, I'm the best doctor in New York, I'm going to make you better. You don't want to go, well, I don't want to brag, you know, I'm sort of okay sometimes, but you know, he's better than me. We don't want our kids' teacher to go, well, I'm not the best, you know, I have good days. We want them to go, I'm the best teacher, and I'm going to give you back your kid in a year's time, radiating confidence and talent. You know, we pay for that, and yet we're so scared of saying, I've got a gift, I've got a skill, this is what I'm good at. So my clients who are really good have something interesting. They're good at one thing. They go, I'm the best chef, the best surgeon, the best pilot, the best coder. They don't go, I'm also happen to be fantastic at feng shui, and I'm a cordon bleu chef, and I feng shuied my garden. I'm also a dress designer in my spare time, and I film movies, because the minute you do that, you dilute your talent. So my clients who are the best have some interesting things. They tell you they're the best without skipping a beat. Oh, I happen to be the best at this. They only have to be good at one thing, and they don't mind other people being good. So for instance, I'm good at what I do. I have one PA called Rosie who is so good at writing. She's better than me. I say, Rosie, write this copy. I don't pass it off. I don't pretend, because I don't need to have that skill. I've got another skill. I fix people. And people who are really good at what they do will surround themselves with other talent, but they don't feel insecure. So look at what you're good at and tell people. After all, didn't your kid come in and go, Daddy, you know, I did this and I was really good at it? Until you go, don't get ahead of yourself. Who do you think you are? Stop bragging. They'll tell you what they're good at. And it's very important. You know, I've made a lifetime of studying human behavior, seeing what people who have success naturally do, and showing people, look, you may not have it naturally, but you can have it unnaturally. One of the things that successful people do is they praise themselves a lot. And that may feel very unnatural to you, but you know what? If you do it enough, it becomes natural. You know, when I first wore lenses, jabbing my finger in my eye, that did not feel natural.
Isn't it called narcissism?
What?
Praising yourself too much is like you are narcissoid.
Narcissist.
Okay. Narcissist,
No.
yeah.
I mean, if you don't praise yourself, when other people do it, it doesn't work. What's wrong with praising? Don't you say that to your children? You're a good boy, you're a good girl, thanks for helping Mummy, or you did that so nicely. When you have a baby, don't you hold it and go, oh, I love you? Don't go, well, you're okay. I mean, you're not bad. We know how to nurture tiny babies. We fill them up with praise. And then we praise our cats and dogs. Oh, I love you. Look at you. We call them good boy and good girl. And then we have this belief that it's not good, it's very good. There is nothing that will make your self-esteem grow like praise. And there is nothing that will make it wither away like criticism. So don't be afraid of praise. All people who are successful praise themselves. Imagine if you're an Olympic athlete. You wouldn't go, I'm going to try for the gold, but I'm not going to get it because I'm rubbish, really. I mean, I don't even know how I got into the finals. I'm so useless. when you're training, you have to go, I'm getting a gold, I'm the fastest, I'm the best. You know, Muhammad Ali said something. He said, I told myself I was the greatest before I even knew I was. And then something extraordinary happened. I became the greatest. What a concept. Arnold Schwarzenegger said, modesty is not a word that applies to me in any way at all. I hope it never does. We shouldn't teach people to be modest. We can teach people that everyone gets praise. But when I work in my therapy, rapid transformational therapy, I see clients that are so damaged because they were not praised until they began to believe that praise was not available to them. And then they get to a level when you go, do I like your shoes? They go, oh, they're old, they've got a hole in them. You go, I saw your talk. They go, it's terrible. Did you notice I missed a bit? No, I thought it was great. And if you deny people praise, then when they get it, they have to diminish it and add in criticism. And so it's a mistake to believe that praise makes us arrogant. Praise makes us grow. And if we look at people we really like Olympic athletes, they have to praise themselves to get out of bed and run in the snow and practice at 5 a.m. They have to believe in themselves. It isn't enough just to have a coach. I mean, here we are in the middle of the World Cup. Do you think those footballers go, well, not really any good, but I'll give it a go? They have to go, we're the best. Of course. Yeah, we're watching England. Yeah. And you know, they've been very guilty of not believing in themselves enough. But this time they're better. But you know, if you do not believe in yourself as an athlete, nobody else will. You know, the Vikings didn't go out with their helmets on and burn their boats and go, let's have a go and see what we can do. They went, the only way home is straight through our enemies. And that's smart. You can't make it thinking, well, let's see, if only, I hope. Because when you say to the mind, I hope I do it, it says, you already don't believe you have a chance. When you go, I will do it. See, here's something I love. The words that follow I am, follow you. Say, I am a loser. I am worthless. I am feeble. I am nothing. And you become that. Those words follow you. Say, I am amazing. I am enough. I'm great. I'm talented, and they follow you. The words you put after I am, the words that go after I am, go after you. So why don't you make those words amazing? Because your mind doesn't care if what you tell it is right or wrong, good or bad, true or false, healthy or unhealthy. Since it doesn't care, you can't afford the luxury of saying I'm an idiot when you could say I'm amazing, because your mind doesn't care.
Check out my next video here.
Your mind doesn't care if what you tell it is good or bad, right or wrong, healthy or unhealthy. It just believes it. So who likes to have proof that everything I'm saying is true? Stand up and let's have a little bit of proof.